In this learning objective, we're going to put another equation you should have on your reaction map. And I'm going to do it in a drawn way. We're going to do propane, and we're going to add chlorine and light. So this is what you should have. You should have alkanes plus chlorine and light. It's going to make chloroalkane and HCl. Now, we're going to look at some pictures of this, but this time to do it, I'm going to take my skeletal structure and turn it into an expanded structure. And I'm not really going to go into the mechanism. Light leads to taking off a hydrogen atom with one electron and leaves behind a radical. But what you'll see is that there are a lot of different H's that could be replaced with a Cl. So light's going to help us by splitting this molecule into two chloride radicals. One of those can pick up a hydrogen and leave behind a radical, and you'll have to watch some more advanced chemistry videos to get the mechanism, but we're going to put those together, and we're basically going to swap out one of the H's. We could swap one on the end, or we could swap one in the middle. Now, you may need to figure out for your chemistry class which you need to swap, but reality is you can make both products. So we could have this become this product. I'll leave those H's alone. And on this right side, doesn't matter which one I switch, I'm going to switch one of the Cl's. Or we could alternatively take one from the middle. And this second one is the more prevalent. What they would call the major product. And for my class, I don't need you to know which the major product is, but just starting to realize that there are differences, that you can make more than one reaction happen in more than one way, and they're not all equal. That's an important thing to know for understanding organic chemistry and why it's hard to make specific organic molecules, because often the reactions can result in a mixture of different molecules. So now I've taken this step and I've done it in an expanded form or a semi-condensed form. I'm going to change these back into the line angle formulas. So the top one has its 3 carbons, but now on one of the carbons, instead of 3 H's implied, I attach a Cl. And then for this bottom one, 3 carbons, but the middle one, instead of 2 H's, now has a Cl. So I could enter either of these as a product if I were asked to draw a product. If I were asked to write the formulas out, I would have something like C3H8 plus Cl2 and light, and it becomes C3H7Cl plus HCl. Now you could repeat this reaction over and over and over and over, and how many more times? 7 more times, and eventually get C3Cl8. So you can have different amounts of halogenation of alkanes through a reaction like this.